Welcome once again to Unboxing Unscripted, Unfiltered, and as always, these unboxing videos are brought to you by Kunuku Coffee Roasters, the best handcrafted coffee in the whole wide universe. I would like to congratulate each and every one of you because you are now part of history. You are now here and have witnessed the most monumental discovery in the whole of mankind, which is that there is actual handcrafted coffee in Aruba. Can you imagine that? Nobody could have ever predicted that the best handcrafted coffee in the whole wide universe is actually found here in Aruba. So be part of history, get one of these hand roasted every single Wednesday and delivered every Saturday. Kunuku Coffee Roasters in Aruba. Okay, now that I've wasted about 50 seconds of your time, we would like to always remind you, comment on these unboxing videos, and interesting and funny and roasting comments will be included in the actual video review. And this one is coming from our dear friends from Zelos. I'm not gonna bury the lead now, but it's been a while since we got Zelos in the channel. Maybe a few months. Was it a few months? Yeah, it is a few months. Back in May, I think. And now we have another one. And here's the thing. This video is actually not sponsored, but despite of what I am trying to say, especially with the Kunuku Coffee Roasters, they don't sponsor us at all. But we love their coffee. So that's an actual genuine endorsement there. But not only is this video not sponsored by Kunuku Coffee Roasters, it's not sponsored by Zelos as well. This is a loaner and we're going to send it back to Zelos, and they're more than willing to subject their watch to abuse. Despite such reputation of this channel, they are confident enough with their design that they are able to send this without any interference or intervening. Anyway, here's the card, and as you can see here, that's number 47. This is a limited edition watch, and you may have seen, if you've been following Zelos website, you may have seen this already. And this is the Artemis. Yes. So Elshan sent us version of this Artemis. This is a very limited run watch, and it comes in 3 different variants. Oh my gosh, okay. Why am I like making myself like work harder? Okay, let's see. Let's open this up. And this is an interesting watch, and I wanted to really review this, and I wanted to examine, look at this. Look at that very thin profile. Look at that. I love that. Okay. And this is the Artemis from Zelos, and this is the titanium version. They actually have Damascus, and there's a really unique material that they've been promoting. What was it called? Mokame. There you go. I was looking at my screen there. Mokame version, and that one is kind of like a Damascus, but also woven together with some nickel. So it has this wood pattern, but it's actually metal, of course, and it patinas through time and differently, that's a very neat movement. But this one is just the titanium version. Now, what's interesting here, you could see immediately that the crystal is right on top of the case. Normally, crystals are fitted within the rim of the case, but this one is right on top. And as you can see, this is secured by screws. Yeah, so they're using screws to secure that on top. And you have a titanium mid case there, and of course this titanium case that's specifically designed for this watch. And this also has a quick release rubber strap. That's interesting. It's also screwed there. You could see that there's some screws underneath that. So that's how they fasten the mid case to the upper case, to the outer case. And now you may have noticed This is not going to be a strap monster. You're gonna have to ask strap maker to custom make one if you ever buy one of these. This is going to be $1,700, and the other versions are around $2,000, which is what I hear is a little bit of a hard pill to swallow for some, but let's see. This is Zelos after all, and Zelos is known to have their Zelos frenzy, and despite such pricing, they still sell out. And look at that. That's a Maven? What's? Let me just look up really quick that movement. Marvin, sorry. That's the Marvin 700 movement. So apparently Zelos bought a few of these Marvin movements because the architecture is really, really nice. But they're only a limited stock, so they're trying to just use all of their stock and then release all of the watches in the public, and after that they're not gonna release these again. So this is a really limited edition run. They're not gonna make any of these again. So if you want one of these Zelos Artemis, it's time to get one. Well, at least in 3 or 4 days. Now look at the architecture there on the movement. That is very striking. You could see that there's a lot of, the indexes are sort of floating. It's using an index ring that is sort of mounted over the skeletonized architecture. And let's wind the movement. Okay, that is a very smooth winding action. Oh, and there's a snap to it again also. It snaps back. Very, very nice. And you can see the hands. The hands are all also very contoured, kind of reminiscent of Ming there. And let's see that escapement. You can see the escapement there on the 9 o'clock position, and you can see the running seconds on the 6 o'clock. Very, very nice. That is an interesting architecture, and look how massive or how large that escapement wheel is. Very, very appealing. So let's put it on the wrist. Let's take off our flux quadras, which is still under prototype testing. Let's see. The rubber's a little stiff this time around compared to most FKM rubbers. Oh, wow, look at that. That slim profile is very, very comfortable. And I like that. I like that style. It's sort of retro futuristic, if you may add. The case is kind of futuristic, but the inside is very, very traditional hand wound movement. And you can see there that the case is really deceiving your eyes to make you feel that this is a lot slimmer than it's supposed to. Very, very good. And again, this is a titanium version. They have other Damascus models. So comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this Artemis, and the great and interesting comments will make it into the video. And of course, that's the latest from Zelos. It's an interesting construction and definitely something that's worth talking about.